Welcome to PNE Pod, the official podcast of the one and only Preston North End Football Club. My name's Niall McCorn.
And I'm Neil Mellor. We'll be talking to some current first team players. We've got some celebrity North End fans and also some former teammates of mine.
Remember to hit subscribe or follow wherever you listen to your podcast to make sure you never miss one. As soon as a new episode is released, it will be dropped straight into your inbox. And we've got a pretty good guest to kick things off, haven't we, Mels?
Yep, this is a former teammate of mine, absolute character. He's roomed with John Parkin. He scored a goal for North End, but not at Deepdale. And he talks about how he started at North End, how it went at North End, and how it finished at North End.
Local lad as well, born in Preston, played for PNE, supported them growing up, remembers running up and down when it was Astro, so he's been around a while.
Yeah, he has been around a while, and he played for the club for over 200 games, so he certainly experienced a great deal. And the North End fans had a good relationship with this lad.
Okay, well, let's hear from him now. The first guest on PNE Pod is Andy Lonergan.
Supported Preston. What sort of games did you go and watch back in the day?
All of them.
When it was the Astro?
Yeah, all of them. I remember, I don't think I'm making this up, but I'm sure we had a game cancelled and it got replayed on like a Friday afternoon. It was an afternoon. It was a midweeker. It's about 2,000 people on the Astro, and I must have been about 3 or 4. And I remember going to that game and just running up where the Invincible stand is now. It was obviously, stadium was nothing like it was now, just running up and down the terrace, just like trying to see like anything I couldn't see or anything like that big, do you know what I mean? But I went to nearly every game with Dad. My granddad took me. I remember sitting on the wooden benches at the other side, the Tom Finney stand, when David Beckham scored a couple of goals for us.
You were there when Beck scored? Yeah. Not many can say that.
No, yeah. So I went to every game possible, really.
Is that the one that sticks out then, Beckham?
It does, because I think my granddad passed away quite shortly after that. And obviously, with it being David Beckham, if it was someone else, you probably won't remember it, but that really stands out.
What about goalies? Did you watch any of the goalies?
All of them. I think once I started taking an interest in being a goalkeeper, I used to get there early and stand behind the goal and watch the warm-up and stuff like that. And, I won't say heroes growing up, but whoever played for Preston, I thought was the best keeper ever.
Come on, name somebody.
Kellerman Random was there, who became my coach when I went full-time when I was 16. Kel was there, he was assistant manager to David Moyes, but he sort of looked after me in the academy as well, took a keen interest in me. John Vaughan, Barry Richardson, who both had Barry Richardson had a ponytail, I remember that, so I just thought he was class. I don't know how good he was.
You never fancy growing your hair then?
Teppy, remember Teppy, that Teppy Moylan, big Finnish guy?
Yeah.
He had a ponytail, so I think it was a flipping trend, wasn't it?
Have you ever had a ponytail?
I'd love to have a ponytail like David Singh.
You've still got time.
And then obviously working with like David Lucas, and he was a top keeper as well, who I'm good friends with now.
Don't take this personally, but why did you end up as a goalkeeper and not a centre forward, a proper position?
Yeah, I know, yeah. You know what, I've said this before, I'm sure, I just love, like, when you're a kid, as a keeper, you're always involved. Do you know what I mean? Small games and that, you're always involved, whereas as an outfield player, I felt like if no one passed you the ball, you couldn't do much, could you? You know, don't you?
He used to take the ball off everyone else.
I just liked diving around, and I love the gloves and the kits and that, simple things.
Got to be brave and crazy, haven't you?
I used to dive around on concrete. So yeah, probably. That's probably why my joints are knackered now.
How old were you at this point then, when you started?
Probably, I think my mum was saying that I used to, when I go on holiday when we were little, just dive around, like joining all the games, like 3 or 4, just messing around. But proper football, probably under 9s, you're probably in a proper game, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And then your first academy team was Blackburn, I think.
No.
Was it not?
Everyone says this. No,
See,
never, ever.
The truth being cleared up already.
Yeah, never.
Don't say Blackpool. Who was it then?
Blackburn, he said.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying don't say Blackpool then.
It was Preston.
Oh, it was Preston.
Yeah, it was Preston. Yeah. I never. It was weird because I don't think it's like today where like everybody, if you're any good place for an academy, it was quite a select group, and I don't even know how I got in it. I was just in it. I just trained there and stayed in it really. When I was like 14, Gary Peters, who was the ex-Preston manager, went into the academy role and sort of took us from just a run-of-the-mill to quite a decent setup, do you know what I mean, with his experience. And I remember playing a game, and I must have played well. And he just come up to us afterwards and went, right, I want to offer you a contract. And I was 14. So, right, so when you leave school, you'll sign for us, you'll get £45 a week till you're 17, you get 350 quid a week. What? I went to school on Monday, like, thinking, wow.
Did you buy anything at that point? Anything to impress your mates? Or
Obviously, I was 14, so you don't get paid till you leave school.
Thinking you minted it then.
That was it. I was like, oh my God, if I can get like, my thought was, if I can earn £500 a week for a career playing footy, I've cracked it. That was good, but that also, I think, made my schoolwork sort of suffer badly because I knew I was getting 3 years of wages.
Were you one of them that didn't get many GCSEs then?
No, I got, depends what you mean, got a GCSE.
Well, did you get any on that?
Of course I got.
Goalkeeper. I've got to ask the question.
Loads, mate. I got loads.
What's loads too?
All of them.
You got all of
Except
them.
French. I got a U. Because all I couldn't. I still remember.
Is that why you never spoke to Mawene? Because you could never understand it.
French, I failed. I was being a bit of an idiot in French. Because I remember in my.
How'd you get a U? I mean, did you just put your name on the top? That was it?
No, it was the. What do you call it? You go in, you got to speak. Not the written work. I didn't even bother with that. And I remember, I think it was Je ne comprends pas. It means I don't understand. I just said that straight away. She just said, get out.
Je ne sais pas.
Je ne comprends pas. I knew more, but I was being an idiot. You know what I mean? What do I need French for? But I wish I'd have.
I can't wait till Yule sees this.
I know. Big Yule.
See Yule all the time in the most random places.
Yule.
All the time.
Yeah, or like supermarket and stuff.
Recycled the tip, supermarket, just everywhere. Same clothes on.
He was a character. I mean, Yuli was a great player. But obviously, Yuli was centre half in front of you. I remember, like, he's probably one of the scruffiest players I've seen in the dressing room. He's like wearing his Asics in the gym doing his session with his Preston gear on, and then he'd be outside Selfridges in Manchester with his missus with his Asics on again and some scruffy pair of jeans.
I remember he's a great fella. What a player he was. He had an injury. I don't know, Mels, if you remember, but were you there the whole time with him?
Yeah, I was
before his injury. Like, he was a Rolls Royce. Like, I know people say it about Salah. He was brilliant. His injury probably slowed him down a bit, but he went to Greece. Do you remember? He went to Greece for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 months.
It wasn't long, was it?
It wasn't long. And then he come back, but I don't know if he signed back for us, but he just came back to train. And no one had seen him for ages, and he's a great character in the Yule. And he walked in the dressing room, Paul Parry, he was like, he was funny, but he was dry, wasn't he? Yeah. Paz just went, pff. First thing he said was, no clothes shops in Greece then. The same gear on a 21.
Yuli wasn't bothered though, was he? Just
didn't care.
Whatever.
Just chilled out guy.
To be fair, you played with some good centre backs in front of you during your time at Preston. Formed some good partnerships.
Yeah, I think that's down to the fact that we only had a small squad anyway, didn't we? Do you know what I mean? So we had the best times I probably had there was with like Sean St. Ledger, Liam Chilvers, Callum, Billy Jones and Eddie Nolan. That's 5 players for...
Not even mentioning Yuli.
4 spots. Yuli as well. Yeah, forgot about it. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember who played, but the likes of Claude Davis was class. Do you know what I mean? Proper good players, old school centre-halves. Even when I was coming through, Chris Laketti, Mike Jackson, just solid, proper defenders, what you call it. I don't think they do too well in today's game because, you know what I mean? They just loved editing it and kicking people.
Yeah. So no playing out from the back in the day for you. Get the ball out and boot it.
I was speaking to someone about this the other day. I don't think I played out from the back. Obviously, if someone's on, you're going to give it them. But I said playing out from the back. So it's probably 35, which is a mad thing to think of now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like some of them passes, you wouldn't even dream of them. Now it's just natural.
From a centre forwards point, I was thinking, it's just coming long. I'm in for a fight with the centre half.
Yeah,
and Lonners could kick it long, so kick it near the edge of the box.
My thing was to kick to, say, Sedge was the right wing, he was good in the air, wasn't he? He used to come off the thing, and it was like, aim for Sedge. So, best case, Sedge wins the header. If he doesn't win it, they head it out for a throw in, and we get a throw in.
Yeah.
And if not, just miss everyone out and kick it out of play and keep them in. Yeah. I'm thinking, my word, I wouldn't have had a career now.
But that was normal.
Yeah,
that was normal for guys. So debut, I mean, interesting because people always say, "Oh, what's one of your big memories in your career?" And debut's a big one. I mean, how old were you when you made your
16?
16. Yeah. How on earth have you got your debut at 16?
I don't know. It's random because looking back, I should have known I was playing, but I left school in the June or whenever and played in the August, and it was the second round of the League Cup, whatever it was called, and I think we got beat in the first leg. I think it was 4-1 at home, and then the second leg. I was on the bus going to Coventry in the Prem. Craig Bellamy played.
Okay.
Quite a few good players. Hadji, do you remember him? The Moroccan.
Yeah, decent.
Kirky. I think Kirky made his debut for Coventry that day as well.
Kirky, okay.
So went down the day of the game on the bus, and I'm making tea and coffee and everything, toast and that. And it was me and the goalie coach, who was about 40 odd, my age now, which sounds mad. Just me and him on the bus, because the other two must have had a niggle. Not once did I ever think, I'm playing here. So I'm buzzing, I'm on the bench. Got the ground, Highfield Road, and I remember David Moyes. The most thing I remember about it, Moyes, he went, how's the pitch? And I said, class. Good, you're playing. All right. Play then.
So you didn't get a chance to tell your family or anything?
He told them.
Okay.
Yeah. They told him.
So they were there.
Dad come down and that, yeah. And from what I remember, there were no disasters, so it went all right. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I've just looked at the score. Coventry 4, Preston 1. Doesn't sound a great debut. No?
You got to think about it, mate.
4 goals. Could you save that, Neil? No?
John Aloisi hat-trick, apparently.
made some saves, but at the end of the day, it's Prem, like Coventry.
Yeah.
Then we're a good side. Do you know what I mean? It's still a decent side, but the difference in the Premier League and the Championship, when the Premier League's on it, I mean, the cup games, there's been quite a few close ones recently, but when they're on it, the levels just...
But seriously, could you have saved any of them? Were you in the dressing room thinking, gosh, should have done better with that?
No.
One was a pen.
Was it?
Yeah.
I should have saved that.
Did he give it away?
No. What I'm trying to think is, a few of the goals, I remember like 1v1 situations where you come out and think, I've got a chance to make a save, and Premier League goals, they just square it and someone taps it in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas in the Championship and lower down, you get a 1v1, and I always thought, I'm going to save this, because the striker would always go for goal, but in the Prem, just lay off and tap ins, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can you remember any of your teammates from that day?
I remember when, just as the referees tossed the coin and what have you, Michael Jackson and Sean Gregan, the centre halves, we didn't have a huddle. They shouted me out my net, and they just said, "We want you in this team." I was like, brilliant. Do you know what I mean? That was like, that was class. But my memory's not great, which is probably not ideal for coming on a podcast.
Did you keep your shirt, get it signed by the lads?
Yeah, I did get it. Yeah. I don't know if I got it signed. I kept it somewhere. Yeah, it's probably mum and dad's house.
Mad though, isn't it? Though, because that's like something you dreamed of doing. Make your debut.
Yeah.
Concede 4 goals.
Yeah. And, did you score on your debut? You probably did, didn't you?
I think so, yeah. But do you remember the date? Because people always say, I remember your debut, and you go, yeah. And then you see on social media now, on this day, like, I would never know the date of my debut. Can you remember the date?
It was early in the season.
But you wouldn't know the date. You wouldn't go, bang, that was the date.
September. Might have been end of August.
September.
Yeah.
Spot on, yeah. End of September. I think it was 27th of September 2000.
Yeah.
What was it?
27th of September 2000.
I just remember getting the bus to training the next day.
So you're on 45 quid a week and you're making your debut?
Yeah.
You got Young Player of the Season that year as well.
Yeah, but...
There was no one else.
No one else. I mean, I was embarrassed to get that, to be honest.
Goalies Union.
Yeah.
What's the Goalies Union? Is anyone not in the Goalies Union that's a goalie you think, not got with him?
All goalies I get on with everyone, me, especially goalkeepers. It's just a good environment. Like, we're always together. Do you know what I mean? On the pitch and off the pitch, tend to they'd be your mates around the place.
To the far post, Mellor! Neil Mellor scored! Preston take the lead! And that's exactly what it means to Neil Mellor to score in the West Lancashire derby.